Hello everybody, this is Drmcbrick and I am here with the official Figsdale City Update number 48. That's right, Lego City Figsdale Update number 48 is coming to you, and it is a doozy. As a matter of fact, we have lots of little details that I've put in the city. We have a new hotel and casino popping up. We also have some work on the train station, and I will tell you who the winner is, whether it's the Ninjago area or the Harry Potter area in terms of the voting. Also, I have a couple of videos, little small tutorials embedded within this video that kind of teach you how to do certain things and certain techniques that you might want to stay tuned for. So with that, let's get started. Okay, let's get started and let's get right into the update because we have a lot of stuff going on today. And like I said, I've even embedded a few tips videos, and we have all kinds of minifigs doing all kinds of stuff. First of all, I'd like to wish a very happy new year to all of my friends in China. And you can see there's last year's New Year's set, and of course I've modded it and mocked it up into a full scale temple, but you can see lots of people have their fireworks, they're celebrating, they're up on the roofs of the buildings, and we have the dancers getting ready, and Wu is ready to do a fireworks display. Now remember, in this area here that's all white right there, that's where Ninjago City and Ninjago City Gardens is going to go. I will tell you the results of whether or not I'm going to build that first or whether I'm going to build Harry Potter first with Diagon Alley. You all voted, and it's been a few weeks, and I want to let you know, but I'm not going to tell you yet, so you got to stay tuned for this video or fast forward. Oh, look at this guy. Yeah, he's out of work now. He's no longer the man of the year. So he's just kind of hanging out over there. Sorry about that, guy. What's happening over here? It looks like we have Slimer that has a sausage up there. He's doing all right. We go back over here to the new police station and donut shop. Now remember, this is the Donut Mug Me Cafe, and it looks like Cookie Monster and Elmo are hanging out there, as well as, well, it looks like there's an officer who arrested Snake, but Snake has to wait until the officer eats her donuts. At the hospital, we have, unfortunately, we have the one of the henchmen from the Monkey Kid. He is being brought in because he wrecked last time, if you remember, on his motorcycle, and that's just absolutely horrible. We do thank everyone who is a healthcare worker in this world, especially those people who are working on a cure for the virus, like this man right down here. And don't forget to wash your hands, sanitize, stay your distance, and wear your mask. All right, enough of that. Let's get looking at some other things going on here in the city. It looks like we have somebody in a wheelchair crossing the crosswalk, and there's some people to help that person, and isn't that very nice? Going on down here, I'm not really sure what's happening over here. It looks like Dr. Hibbert and oh my goodness, they're just kind of standing there. It looks like they're having some lunch there at the patio bar and grill. Up here on top of the building, we have a spy, and that spy's doing something or other. But I don't know. Oh, we still have the dumpster fire. Dumpster 2020 is still on fire, and we're still seeing the flames come up from that old dumpster. But anyway, up here on top of the Quickie Mart, it looks like, again, the llama, or La Llama, and the giraffes are just raiding the garden and taking out the trash and everything like that. All right, let's pull back here. I'm not sure if the comic book guy realizes that this is for cars, this drive-through, the donut drive-through. You place your order there, and then you drive over here, and you pick it up from the Donut Mug Me Cafe. All right, I'm going to spin around here real fast, see what else is going on. Oh, it looks like our good friend Robin Hall from Robin Hall Builds is there, and he's talking to Selma and Thelma, just kind of hanging out there. What else is happening down here? Not much else is going on. Somebody, wow, she's got a bag of money. Well, I guess it pays to be a superhero these days. Not really sure who that person is. And there's a dad drinking his hipster juice and getting a donut or something like that. I'm getting a delivery here in my workshop, if you notice. They're delivering one of my main weapons of choice, so to speak. One of my main tools of choice, so to speak. And it looks like this guy here is trying to be the king of the castle. Hey, wait a minute. What's happening over here? What's happening over here? Look, that's right. Over here is the start of Diagon Alley. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Harry Potter squeaked it out, and people decided that they wanted the Harry Potter Diagon Alley to be built first. So the first building to be built is, just as I promised, the Gringotts Bank from, I believe it's the early 2000s Diagon Alley set. And that is an absolutely fabulous set. I got it from on eBay. It was actually cheap. The person who had it packed it so well. She even gave me a discount on it. Looks like something's happening over here. Let me zoom in a little bit. It's a little harder to zoom at the moment with the stuff that I have. I have cords going everywhere, but I just want to show you Gringotts, and that is a beautiful building. Now, of course, it's a dollhouse build, so on the back it is totally open. I might close it at some point. You could close the two edges, and it makes a decent building, and it's very, very sturdy. However, you wouldn't be able to see into it, and it just wouldn't look right. So we're going to see what's happening, but something is happening over there. Spider-Man, it looks like he's he's catching the professor, the good professor there. I wonder what's going on, but Spider-Man and the police officer is coming to help him out and everything like that. And over here, it looks like we have Dobby and Dumbledore, the double D's over here. They are hanging out and just seeing what's going on. Nothing happening over here. Oh yeah, there is something big over here that I decided to do. A couple of weeks ago, one of my supporters and longtime viewers mentioned, they said, hey, you know what, Dr. McBrick? That corner that you have right here by the train station that I'm building, they said, hey, you know what, that corner is empty, and I couldn't figure out what to put in that corner. And they said, why not put Sesame Street? And so you know what? I did. And I went ahead, and the road that Adrian had made that still is not tiled, hold on a second, I got to move all these wires. I got more wires. Sorry about that. I'm just falling into everything. But anyway, let me know what you think. So anyway, I made this down to a one-lane road, one-lane alley back there, and that will all be tiled in with black tiles. But it fits. It fits in that area. So I'm actually quite surprised. I didn't know it would fit in that area, but I'm glad that it did. And it works really well. Now remember, I have a video, and I'll try to put a card up for you that shows me building the back of that. So it's not a dollhouse build, so when you go in the back, you can actually see the back, and it's a full building now after I did it, except for, just like a lot of my buildings, it doesn't have a roof. I got to get a roof in that thing. But anyway, it looks like there's a Weasley there's helping to build the train station. Now, you know what? You can see the train station being built over here. You can see how it's starting to look with the wall and everything. And of course, I have that secret entrance right there with that gray brick where you can go back into Diagon Alley. But let me show you how I built this particular build and what I'm planning on doing. Okay, so you see that I have my Hogwarts train station, the base of it, all the way down with the archways and things like that. There'll be some walls, some platforms and stuff like that. This wall here is going to come out, so it'll come out this way. But anyway, I needed to build something to keep the rain off of the people in the station, right? We still want to get some airflow in there, but we want to keep the rain off. So, you know, a lot of people use garage door type things or windows, and so I kind of came up with my own version of that. And basically what I did was to develop, or to just do this, a real simple technique that a lot of people use. But this is a 4x1 with a stud on the side. I put another 4x1 brick into the studs on the side. Then I added a door frame into the studs that we're showing. Then I added another 4x1 into this. Now on top of that, let's see. And then what I can do is I can put that right like this. All right, now, if you notice, I still have a gap there. So in order to fill that gap, what I've had to do is put a tile onto those studs showing. And so I did that here on this one, and so you can see the difference there. And now what'll happen is when I put another stud on the side brick here, that'll support this, that'll support these, and then I can take this whole system right here, build 1, 2, 3, 4, and so and so and so, and build them until I get that all the way around. Okay, so now that I have that, I need to figure out what to do here. Now, I could easily just brick that in, right? And just make that, but you know what? That should be a window as well. But I want to make it a different kind of window. I just don't want to make it just a basic pane window type of thing. And I don't want to make frames or anything like that. But it has to span a 12 stud section. So what I did is I came up with this. So this is real simple. It's a 12 by 1 plate, which are hard to find. So I'm going to have to order some of these, but I happen to have 2 of them, a 12 by 1 plate and some very clear glass block 2 by 1s or transparent 2 by 1s. And then I decided to put some tiles on them just to finish them off, some gray tiles and also then some dark gray tiles, bluish gray tiles to make them match. So all I do is just simply put them like this and put another one like this. And there you go. And it looks like it kind of has the step down thing. It looks very good if you ask me. The shadows are kind of hitting it. And down here is the ventilation that you would have in a real train station. So you can see it from the side. And so far it's looking pretty good. Now I have to this up here is missing something. So I grabbed one of these gargoyle heads or lion heads or whatever you want to call them. I put it on here. I added this dark red tile to match the brick. And then if you notice, there's 2 studs here. And I am going to take bricks and I'm going to make a beam that goes all the way down through here that will match and kind of contrast. And so that beam will be all the way through here. And with that, I think the Hogwarts station is going to look pretty good. And I'll do that on this side too. I had the glass block all the way down and everything like that. And then I'll have to start flooring and tiling and doing some of the platform work. Okay, so we're back here, and I just think this is a great scene right here with the old building that I made, Smitty's Workshop, in the 50s style. Next to the 50s diner, you got the old cars there. That's just basically waiting to be black and white. Oh, and there's Marty McFly sitting there with his Oscar. I hope everything goes okay. Oh, what's happening over here? Oh my goodness, the wind's blowing. The papers are blowing all over the place. We got to find something to help them out, that's for sure. Let's see, and the bookstore is still there. Yeah, let me know what you think about Sesame Street being right there. You know, it fits perfectly in that corner, actually, so thanks and many props to my viewer who suggested that. Down here, we still have Bubbles. She's still there. She's always standing there for some reason. She's a good person. Love Bubbles. And then right here, we have the space people. And that's right. You know what? There's Lady Liberty. And Lady Liberty, the United States, is the only country thus far to put a human on the moon many times. And soon, hopefully, we'll be putting people on Mars. I know that many other countries are joining in the effort to put people on Mars and to put people back onto the moon. And there is the Tuk Tuk, the pizza Tuk Tuk, and I actually like it. And I know that you know, some folks have been saying you can't put a minifigure in there, but you know what? That pizza guy, I think he looks pretty good in there delivering the pizza. And there's somebody standing out there drinking some coffee. Some people riding their bikes and all that sort of thing. And there's Mayor Joe, good old Mayor Joe, shout out. He's talking to my grandmother Mildred, and she's just hanging out there. They're talking, getting to know one another evidently. Some stuff going on at the restaurants over there. Let's see what's happening over here. Whoa, the banana guy. He's evidently out in the boat with his good friend. We have somebody singing on the dock of the Bay of Figs, obviously. And of course, we have lots of water sports going out here. And hey, there's Zabadoc, my friend Zabadoc, who has a great YouTube channel. He's catching a curl out there. Go, Zabadoc, go. And it looks like we have right up here, we have Barney and, Barney and Betty. And Brixonville, Stefan from Brixonville, who has a wonderful lit up city. We have Hans Molman getting a ticket. Getting a ticket from the police officer because he doesn't know how to park that Ford. And it looks like we have a volleyball tournament going on here between Velma, Frodo Baggins, and Fallout guy, and evidently thinks he should fall on the ball, and Bartman. So that's kind of weird. Up here we have David Hasselhoff doing a backflip off the high dive, and Ron Burgundy, former news anchor and now turned boxer, is up there. And I don't know if he punched David Hasselhoff off of there or what's going on. But anyway, now let's take a look at the next thing that I did for the city. Boom! That's right. I added some Oxford sets to Figsdale. Now, before you all get triggered, and you can be triggered if you want, because you know what? Hey, it's my city. Do what I want. But, you know, one of the things is I ask a lot of people, I said, you know what? I love these two Oxford sets. I love the Baskin-Robbins set, and I love the Dunkin' Donuts set. You can see Homer and Chief Wiggum are already at the Dunkin' Donuts. It didn't take very long for that thing to go up. But anyway, they're just two wonderful sets. There's Julie Newmar, the original Catwoman, and she's hanging out with Joey from Friends at the Baskin-Robbins, having some ice cream and some good stuff like that. And you know what? I decided, because I am putting the hotel, as you can see right here, so that it overlooks the Bay of Figs. My good friend Zabadak, he told me, he said, you know what? He said, make sure that hotel overlooks the water, and so now it does. And I have put I'll tell you all about this in a second, but I've put the neighborhood back there for now. But I really like these two Oxford sets. You know what? They're legit. They're legal. Oxford is a legit brick company, and so I'm putting them there because I think that it goes with this hotel row. And so I've added my Fahiki Tiki Club, and my Fahiki Tiki Club is right there because I just like that mock. And obviously, I made that mock, if you can tell from the brown and the tan of Taco Tuesdays right there. I made them with pieces, the majority of pieces, from my Simpsons house when I took it apart. And the Tiki Club inside is really cool. For those of you that haven't seen the video, it's on my channel. I'll try to put a card up. If not, go and check it out, look for it. And it has inside a koi pond and a volcano and a tiki bar and all kinds of cool stuff. But I like that. So this is kind of restaurant row. You know, we have the restaurant there, the Parisian. We have Taco Tuesday. We have the Bay of Figs. All kinds of fun and excitement going on there. There's Legoland Discovery Center out there, and there's something happening over there. Let's see what's going on over there. Let's see. Oh, it looks like there's a special kid over there, and he's getting an award from the Lego company. There's Daniel, and Daniel has built a wonderful mock of a city, and he's built a Lego city, and he's actually getting a reward, a gift certificate from Lego. That's really cool. Well, Daniel, you're even being on TV there. There's the TV crew and everything like that are taking pictures and all sorts of things. Yeah, congratulations. You know, I apologize for the shaking. My gimbal is not working very well here for some reason. It's like, ugh. So I apologize if you're getting seasick. But anyway, this is going to be entertainment row. So we have the Fahiki, the Tiki Club. Then we have the Dunkin' Donuts, the Baskin-Robbins, and we have the Flamingo Hotel, the Figmingo Hotel. As a matter of fact, hopefully you saw the trailer last week, but Bugsy Figgle came to town back in the 40s, and he built this hotel and casino. And there it is. There is going up the Figmingo. That's right, the Figmingo Hotel. There it is. It's going to be built right in that spot. It's going to be a corner build. It's going to be a couple stories high, and it's going to have all of the fancy and fancy schmancy stuff of the 1950s casinos. And you see, I've already built a flamingo there because that is the ultimate 3D, I guess, sign for the Figmingo. And then I'm going to make a lighted sign. And to be honest with you, that will be the first lit building that will be all lit up and everything like that. But the Figmingo is going to go right there. You can see there's Bugsy Figgle and the boss down there. It looks like they're watching the construction. I'm sure those construction guys are friends of Bugsy and his pals. But you can see the Figmingo flamingo sign there and all that kind of stuff. So that's where it's going to go, and it's going to connect to the hotel. And the hotel is going to be kind of the hotel resort and casino for Six Figs. Now let's flip around and I'll show you some more of the neighborhood. So as we come around the back here, we can see more details of the Figmingo. You can see the construction crews, everything is out there. They're all getting ready for it, putting up that sign. Let me know what you think. That's kind of a crazy looking flamingo, but you know what? I think it does the job because the idea of this casino, it's going to be white. It's going to look just like are similar to the mid-century casinos that are going to be put up. Now I know that the hotel is very, very different. In other words, the hotel is not a 50s mid-century style. The hotel, remember, is very modern and has all the amenities. Oh, right there is the Scotty Potty. You can overlook the Bay of Figs from the throne. Yeah. Anyway, so this is a very modern hotel. However, it's going to be attached to the original casino that Bugsy Figgle came and built in the 1950s, and that's part of the lore. But since we're here in 2021, we kind of have to back it in and and build the casino first. So anyway, at some point I'll do some stories and some history of Figsdale and stuff. But that's where it's going to go. You can even see the detail of the flamingo, the pink tracks going into where the hotel will be right here in this empty spot. Now, as you know, you can see the, and the Baskin Robbins didn't come with a roof. I'm going to have to put a roof on that. I have so many roofs. I have that roof I need the roof on there. I know, I need lots and lots of roofs. But anyway, this neighborhood here is going to come back over. Let me show you here, because you see it's the same neighborhood I had, only it was here on the main street. Well, there's going to be another street over here, but we still need room for the railroad track. So how am I going to do that? And we still need room for the water slide park and all of the good amenities of the casino and everything. But I still want to have my neighborhood of houses, because if you look down here, look, the presidents have rented out the Kaz Mockett Blockhead UK bed and breakfast, and it looks like Lincoln and Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt and Krusty is there having some pies. So yeah, so they've done a nice job. And it looks like there's a party going on over here at Batman's house. It looks like Iron Man is cooking up the sausages, and we have the Riddler, the Penguin. Batman and Robin don't look too excited about that. I don't know what's going on over there. But anyway, you can still see lots and lots of stuff. Oh, there's a kitty up there by Caitlin on Little Mac Briggs' house. But so I'm going to Privet Drive house back there. All of this, and excuse me as I come around here. You see that empty spot? There's another table. And if you look at this table here, okay, we're going to put another table back there. Now all of these houses fit on that other table back there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build from this road here, I'm going to build it back here, and back in here will be a cul-de-sac with all of these houses. And so the last house will end about right here, and that's where the cul-de-sac will end. So it'll come down here. Then that means I have all of this available for the water park, the hotel, casino, resort, all that kind of stuff. And we'll have room on the other side once we scoot everything. We'll have room for the railroad tracks to meet up with the railroad tracks back here. Now, of course, I have Pigsy's sausage house and Brickatech Park back here. They're not going to be back here. We still have to add more stuff. But once we get that table, we will put the neighborhood back proper where it was supposed to go. So anyway, so that's what it looks like, and that's kind of how it's coming together so far. I did some work here on the sidewalks to get everything all set. Now, of course, you know, once we add the water park, I'll have to add more sidewalks and stuff like that. And then once we put the Flamingo Casino in there, I'll add more sidewalks, but they're still working on that, obviously. So yeah, so everybody's there. It looks like Mrs. McBrick and my second oldest Emerson are hanging out, just checking out the work. Let's flip around again and see what else is going on. All right, we're back here in the Bay of Figs, and it looks like the Little Mermaid has brought SpongeBob and Squidward. I guess she brought him a gift, I guess because they're so lonely because they haven't been down under the sea. But there's SpongeBob again. He's going to throw that pineapple under the sea and see what happens. There's somebody over there having a lobster roll, and everything is still, they're still having a chicken meeting over here, not really sure why. What is this? And Peter Pan is up on top of the pirate ship, and he's kind of on the lookout there. I wonder what he's looking at. He's looking out into the Bay of Figs, trying to figure out what's going on. Not much has changed in Six Figs. There are a few things that have changed. For instance, oh my goodness, it looks like Greg from Drmcbrick, a great channel. Check him out. He's throwing the ball, and he could knock over Kaz Mockett from Blockhead UK. Check out her channel too, especially if you like micro builds. She's got her candy floss there, and Greg is tossing the ball. I think, Kaz, I think you're in trouble, because I think Greg really knows how to toss that ball and hit that target. So anyway, so yeah, so not much happening here. Oh, it looks like we have the Brick family and Mama from Mama's Bricks. They are actually, boy, I cannot get this gimbal to stop shaking. Man, I'll tell you, sorry about that. But anyway, and little Mac Bricks, he's still laying there. He hasn't gotten up from the last video update. You okay there, buddy? You okay? Come on, I mean, you got like $8 billion worth of Lego in the contest you won. You should be able to get up and get moving. All right, anyway. Just kidding you, Nick. I love you, man. Anyway, so there, yeah, the Brick family and Mama's Bricks are sliding down the big slide, and not much else going on here. It's the same old, same old. I didn't do really much, I didn't do any changes to Six Figs Park in terms of just a couple of minor little things, but a lot of my work was doing really simple things, and really detailed little things like that. Oh, wait a minute. Who's this? Oh, look. We have Bob Ross. He's painting in a happy tree. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, so we have all kinds of stuff going on now. Here's somebody. I don't know what that guy's doing. He's scuba diving or something like that. He's got his dry suit on, and he is going down into the swamp. So there must be something going on there. There must be a story about that. We'll have to check that out in a later date. But yeah, everything else in the Six Figs is the same. Nothing else has really changed. We still have, as a matter of fact, nothing really has changed over here, because they're still celebrating Christmas. And it's already February. So anyway, over here now, we do have some people milling around now in Mos Eisley, but they still won't let the Mandalorians in for some reason. So anyway, that's what's happening here in Figsdale and Six Figs. Let me know what you think. I really appreciate everyone who voted to build Ninjago City and Ninjago City Gardens first. Those are huge, absolutely huge models. So that definitely would take me a long time. And I really appreciate all of you who voted to do the Harry Potter Diagon Alley sets, which are going to go over there in all of that gray and everything like that. So I cannot wait to build those. That's what came in. Won by 2 votes, 2 votes, literally. I will start to build those, and we'll start to build out the train station and everything like that, and start to build out this section of town. I haven't forgotten, again, about building out the Star Wars Ewok Village. I definitely want to do that, because I definitely want to get that part of my Six Figs Park down and set. But I will be doing Diagon Alley, and I still have to figure out how I'm going to fit them all together, so that they look really cool back there. So if you have any ideas, let me know. At some point we'll get to the space station again back here, and all this emptiness will be filled. I have a few things planned for Apocalypseburg and all that sort of thing. I'm excited. I really am excited for this area of town, because this is really an entertainment district. This is going to be the Strip here in Figsdale, with the restaurants, the Discovery Center, the Tiki Club, the hotel, resort, and casino, and then entering the main attraction of Six Figs Amusement Park. I think that's going to be really cool, with the neighborhood in the back on a cul-de-sac, a water park back there and things. I think that's going to be great. Like I said, I really, I only have a couple Oxford sets. Those are the only 2 I'm going to put into town. But I'm not opposed to, to mixing it up once in a while. Once again, one of my philosophies about Lego and about building with bricks is that, it's your town, it's your city. build it how you want it, do what you want with it. I'm sticking with these blacktop roads. I like them. They take a lot of tiles, they take a lot of work, but I think they look really, really cool. So I'll buy some of those new road plates for parts and some things like that, because I like to have some of those big tiles. But other than that, I like my black roads, and I think they look really nice. But they do, you know, they do take a lot of tiles. So anyway, with that, I want to ask you, please like this video. You know, YouTube says that only about 23% of you who watch my videos are subscribed. Why not subscribe? It's totally free, absolutely free. Now, if you want to pay a little money, you can join membership of my my channel, and then you can see at particular tiers. Actually, there's only 3 tiers, but you can see at the second tier and the third tier, you get to see all the videos that I post online of the kind of my work, my backstage stuff, kind of prep, all that kind of stuff, and pictures and photos and stuff like that that I don't post on Instagram and things of that nature. So please feel free to hit that join button on my page, or you can go to the about section of my page and check out the link there to join. You can also go to my Teespring store at the Drmcbrick General Store. I'm available at all the socials, at Instagram, at Flickr, and Facebook, on YouTube, obviously, and on Pinterest. I'm even on TikTok, for God's sake. So anyway, with that said, everyone stay healthy. Please mask up. Let's get rid of this scourge on our earth, and let's try to get it so we can all go to Lego conferences again, because that's what I want to do. This is Drmcbrick, signing out.